Midwest Broadway Chronicles, episode 26. This is the music section. What's up, guys? How you doing? This week in music, I'm going to talk to you guys about two artists that my heart is always in love with. Don Toliver and The Neighbourhood. Don Toliver is amazing. Top to bottom, Don Toliver is one of my favorite artists I've ever found. Accidentally finding him is one of my favorite moments in music in my lifetime in these 30 years that I have on this planet. I found Don Toliver the same week that Travis Scott released Astroworld. Travis Scott released Astroworld, and unbeknownst to us, had a new artist in the same week release a new album called Donnie Womack. Nobody thought about it. Nobody put any mind to it. Everybody was like, all right, cool, it's the album. I heard Can't Say on Travis Scott's Astroworld. And when you first heard the Astroworld album, unless you had iTunes or Spotify or something, you couldn't see the features. So you didn't know. When I downloaded the album on my phone, I didn't have features. I had just the names of the songs, no features. No, I didn't know Tame Impala or Drake or any of them were on the album. Frank Ocean, none of them. I literally was just like, okay, these are the names. And when I heard Can't Say, I fell in love with whoever's voice that was, whoever made that sound, you can't say, like whoever came in with that delivery was amazing. And that was Don Toliver. And I didn't know who the hell he was. Boy from Houston, just like Travis Scott, H-Town up, just like Travis Scott. And I had no idea who the hell he was. From that one song, Can't Say, felt something different about what he was gonna be in this music game. And I was right. Telling friends at the time, I don't know what he is, but he gonna be special. Listening to Donnie Womack at my house, my girl, my wife and now knows what I was when Don Toliver came at the beginning of this conversation with music. Almost 10 years ago now. Jumps into the scene and takes it over. Impresses all of us and really wants to be something bigger than we could ever think. And does the damn thing right. Donnie Womack was amazing. Heaven or Hell was amazing. Life of a Don was amazing. Every Don Toliver album he's released is amazing. I haven't skipped a Don Toliver album, tried to neglect a Don Toliver song. If he's on a feature, if he is a part of a soundtrack, if he is a part of more than one song on an album, I will download the album. Because of Don Toliver's name. Because of how good he is at this damn music thing. My wife spoils me rotten. I love that woman more than any woman, excluding my mother, in this universe. She has spoiled me so much, I couldn't even comprehend how to tell her thank you in 18,000 ways. We went and saw Don Toliver last year in Vancouver. Vancouver, Canada. I'd never been to Canada, I wanted to go. I always heard Canada's beautiful and everything, wanted to see for myself. I just thought we were going to Canada. It's cool. Nothing special. And then she's like, yeah, we're going to go see Don Toliver while we're in Canada. And at this time, my wife is 7 months pregnant, has no reason to be out there on her feet or anything with me. My wife's as stubborn as can be, and I love everything about her. But a moment where I'm like, you don't have to spend the money, you don't have to do this. And she still spoils me. She still finds a way to let me know how much she absolutely loves me. And I am eternally grateful for that woman spoiling me rotten. I love you, baby. Seeing Don Toliver live is one of my favorite experiences in life. I don't think I had a voice for 2 days after we saw him. I think I talked in raspiness for 2 straight days. Like, couldn't even talk like this. Because I screamed so hard. The memories of that concert just came across my phone at the beginning of October. And to hear myself a year removed from that concert, to know how gone, to know how excited I was, makes me smile, laugh, and just get so sad that I won't ever be able to be in that pure elation of a moment again. It's a one of one that I can't ever describe to somebody because I was a part of every single moment and I loved it. He was an amazing performer. And yeah, Don Toliver has auto-tune. I know. It makes him not perfect and all these things. And you find a reason to talk about him because it's not what you like if it's auto-tuned out. I'm pretty sure a lot of artists that we love use a little bit of tweaking on their voices, a little bit of synthesize, a little bit of digital reconfiguration on their voice. Not everybody's gonna use auto-tune. Not everybody's good without it. Not everybody's good with it. Don Toliver makes it all worth it. Where I like Travis Scott a lot. I love Travis Scott too. Don Toliver makes me feel more than Travis Scott ever has. And I've been a Travis Scott fan from the get-go also. I told my boys Don Toliver to Travis Scott was what Drake was to Lil Wayne. When I meant it, I said Lil Wayne understood when he watched Drake, and as he watched Drake blow up, that he would never have to work that damn hard to make money ever again. Able to live life in the casualness of whenever I need it, I got it, and whenever I'm struggling, I still got it. That's exactly where Travis Scott is now. He's still doing worldwide headline tours and all these things, but Don Toliver is also doing worldwide headline tours and all these things across the country, across the continent, across multiple countries. He's doing the damn thing. And with somebody like Travis Scott, do you just think to yourself, man, I hit it big. Boy, if I would have never met Don Toliver, I don't know what my life would look like now, but you're going to be comfortable for the rest of your life because this man is amazing. Don Toliver. Hardstone Psycho is the last album he released. It is amazing. Hardstone Psycho. Anything Don Toliver. His last two songs, Tiramisu, F With You. He's amazing at everything he does. I can't get enough of Don Toliver, and I hope you guys love him the same way I do. And if you do, please go find him. If you haven't listened to him, please go listen to more. Enjoy what Don Toliver is, because Don Toliver is a one of one. He's not going anywhere. And the best part about him is he's transcendent against genres. He does not care about the genre. He does not care about the kind of music you want to put him on. Slow, fast, medium, melancholy, contemporary. He's going to ace the test every time. So Don Toliver is worth it. The second artist I want to talk about today is The Neighbourhood. I'm going to give a little snippet on The Neighbourhood before I go in depth, hopefully at another time when the new album comes out next week. Jesse Rutherford of The Neighbourhood is one of my favorite singers of all time. Where I talk about Don Toliver earlier, Jesse Rutherford is where I have Kevin Parker of Tame Impala and Chris Brown and Frank Ocean and Justin Timberlake, where I love Don Toliver for the performer all the way around. But those kind of artists that I just named, I want their voices. I want the one-of-one of how great they sound on music. Jesse Rutherford is one of those. Just like Kevin Parker makes everything about Tame Impala pop, Jesse Rutherford makes everything about The Neighbourhood pop. One of my friends back in, I guess I would say right at senior year in high school, the year after we graduated in high school, was super in love with The Neighbourhood. I had never given them a real big chance. I listened to them a little bit, I kind of like them a little bit. She comes over and hangs out with me one day. We go to the mall and we hang out and we're just chilling and play Sweater Weather. And I'd already heard the song before. I'd already known about the song Sweater Weather. It was on the radio and everything. But that was the first time I really listened to Jesse Rutherford's voice. The first time I really was in a car and had nobody trying to distract me trying to tell myself to just kind of skip by. It's called Sweater Weather, who cares? And I really listened. And I fell in love right there. They're different. The Neighbourhood, contemporary, softcore rock, alternative rock, pop rock. They're fun. I like them a lot. They give me the feeling of a band that kind of could have been around in the early 2000s, but took a hiatus for 5 or 10 years and then came back in the early 2010s and kept going. It was really fun to actually give Jesse Rutherford and The Neighbourhood a real chance, and not knowing what I would walk into when I fell in love with them. They did this weird thing with their last album, Hard to Imagine The Neighbourhood Ever Changing, where it's a 18 to 22 song album, but they had split it and they had given 4 separate EPs, and I downloaded every single one. And at the time with my girl, I told her it was so weird. I had all 4 EPs and was so excited about the album, only to get the album and realize they already gave me the album. It was in 4 EP form, but it was 4 EPs that were 5 or 6 songs long. And I was like, I've never seen somebody do that before. Yeah, I've seen them release like an EP and then put it on the album as like a bonus or something, but never 4 consecutive little fucking EPs, 5 or 6 songs, only to release the album and it be those exact same songs now, just in an album form. But I would tell you the most genius thing about The Neighborhood is that even after all of that questioning, I deleted all the EPs off my phone and downloaded the album, and I fell in love with them again. Found a way to almost re-love what they were because it was that good. Every song on that album I absolutely love. I don't get to name one song and tell you it's not good, it's not, no. That's one of those albums I will play and walk away. I will play and do whatever I got to do around the house, around areas, because they give me that much comfort in knowing the next song is going to be great. The next song after that, the song after that, it's going to sit you down for a second, going to have you feel for a second, going to have you want to sit there and do a little groove for a second, because The Neighborhood knows what you need, and they are so good. So I'm excited for their album next week. They've already given us 3 songs, but as is with The Neighborhood, I don't really like listening to their teasers. I want to listen to the whole thing, and it's been 5-6 years since they recorded music together, so I am super excited to hear this. Cannot wait. And they're a group also. Don Toliver is a man on his own that you should give a chance to. The Neighborhood is a rock group, and I would say rock lightly and know it's closer to alternative. Alternative is also a vague word, but The Neighborhood is a group that definitely makes music to make the love of music shine, and they're worth what you listen to when you hear them. Give them a real chance. If you haven't heard of them, I'm hoping you really do want to go find out about them, and if you have heard about them, go back and re-listen, because we're getting ready to get more Neighborhood starting next week, so I can't wait. So Don Toliver, give them a listen. The Neighborhood, give them a listen. This has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I'm your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brownford. Thank you guys for watching any videos that I post. Like and subscribe to them. Come back, please. I appreciate you no matter what. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you guys next week. As always, love and smile. See you guys later.